So a lot of people had really healthy, good childhoods, but unfortunately for me, I had to grow up really fast, really quick, at a really young age. So I don't want to go too much into detail, but I'll just give you a run through of what has happened throughout my life. So at age 5, my dad left the family, so it was just my mom, me, little sister, and little brother. By the age of 9, my mom went haywire. She kind of went a little bit mentally ill. So I was raised from that point on by my grandpa and my grandma. Fortunately, they were well off health wise and wealth wise as well. So they were able to take care of us no problem and get a lot of us through private schools and stuff like that. But unfortunately, again, my grandpa passed away when I was 16. And we were still well off. Not, I don't want to sound harsh, but it wasn't a big deal. It was just another family member lost. But afterwards, my grandma passed away when I was 19. So by the age of 19, I was just left by myself to take care of my little brother and my little sister. By the time my grandma passed away, I was barely 1 year into college. I finished that 1 year at Cal State Long Beach. And the reason I chose that school because of all the medical programs they have, and it was something that I wanted to get into. My dream was to get into the medical field. But it didn't happen because I had to take care of 2 kids. And it was kind of hard. I'm not gonna say it was easy. It was really difficult. Someone that was really young that had no idea what to do. But fortunately for me, I had a uncle who I call him Uncle Fernando, and he was basically not just another father figure, but he was also a mentor. He was a big time mentor for me. He helped me out through a lot of stuff, and he made sure that I learned the real life really fast, really soon. So I dropped out of school and I got a job at Amazon. Just a little job here and there, just to pay the bills. But then he was able to get me a job at Paramount Studios as a security guard, which paid a little bit more than what I was getting at Amazon. And that was a lot more closer to home than when I would be working all the way at Amazon at their location. After a few months, I got another job by a director to become a studio assistant management. And that director took a liking to me. I would always talk to him, say good morning, and he took a liking to me. Afterwards, my uncle noticed that I got that position, and he started telling me, keep on going, keep on doing what you're doing, because you're networking, you're putting yourself out there and you're letting people know what you're able to do. So soon after working as an assistant for that director, I got another job offer by a different company called NBSE, and I started working for that company while I was 21. And that position that I got was assistant for directors of operations. So this job that I still currently have pays me well more than the average nurse, you could say. And I travel a lot, and my boss, you could say, he's a really nice guy. I really love working with him. But how I said my uncle was a big mentor for me. He told me use your money wisely. So I learned a lot from him because he owns 3 companies and still has that big time full-time job that he has in Paramount Studios. And one thing that he always tell me is, don't just settle for one income. Always strive to get more So one big rule he will always tell me is you always gotta have more than one income coming in through, because you never know what's gonna happen. So since he had that experience of building companies, I asked him, I want to build a company. And through his mentorship, I was able to create a company. So through this company, I'm able to have a little bit more time and more money, you could say, to be more with my brother. And now I set a new goal, you could say, that I want to get back into school, which I'm starting now. So through this mentorship of his, I built this other company with my godfather, a trucking company, and we both make pretty good wages off of it, you could say. And through another opportunity, I was able to learn more about the stock market than I used to know back then. And now you could say I have 3 incomes coming in through. So by the age of 23, I got a little house. And now that I'm 24, I want to get back into school, because my biggest dream is to become an oncologist doctor. But I first wanted to become a nurse to get into that bridge program to become a doctor. So you could say this is my big turning point, that I didn't just fall into that dark space. And I hope a lot of you guys take this as a way of, don't fall into that dark space and just keep moving forward. There's always a way to fight. Just don't give up.